They protected those guys. What happened?
That's facts.
That's who killed my son.
Gillie, so he knew. We got a crazy one, man. I don't know if y'all know, or I'm pretty sure y'all heard of the boy Curry. I think his name Noah Curry from Philly, the 17-year-old boy that was a hooper. You know, I think he had like the best SAT scores, but he was, you know, doing more than just hooping. He was also outside catching bodies. And apparently, you know, he was the one that unalived Gillie's son. You know, so Gillie had an interview on Club Shay Shay, you know, Shannon Sharp's show, and he apparently, you know, announced that's who unalived his son. So, you know, we finna get into it and see what happened, man.
Mourns his death.
Fam, this video an update. Recently, the Philadelphia native Gillie had went on the popular show, Club Shay Shay, gave an interview, talked about his life, the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl, and of course, his son unfortunately losing his life due to gun violence. Now, we covered this story on a guy who lost his life just last month. I'll leave the link in the bio. We also covered the story of Gillie's son, Cheese. Now, it's saying that the man who allegedly lost his life while on his way to school, walking with his mom, shot 17 times.
Yeah, I ain't doing no stories on that one yet.
Responsible,
you know,
for taking the life of Gillie's son. Today, we hear from Gillie in the clip from the Club Shay Shay interview. We go over small details and see how all is connected. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Lately, some would say the Philadelphia native Gillie is an inspiration story. A man who comes from
Gillie,
the streets, allegedly kicked out of college, made his way in the rap game, and now having over 20 sponsors, having one of the best podcasts in the game today that he hosts with his cousin, Wallow, and $1 million worth of game. But in the summer of 2023, Gillie the Kid will have one of his hardest hurdles to overcome. The inspiring rapper Y&G Cheese, who was his son, had lost his life in a triple shooting that took place over the summer after a drive-by.
I remember that when it happened too.
It was a summer afternoon, July 2023, a little before 8:30 p.m. A shooting that took place on the 5800 block of Masher Street. A 25-year-old man was shot once in the back and taken to the hospital by police. He was pronounced deceased at 8:39 p.m. Police identified the slain man as Devin Spady, also known as Y&G Cheese. May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace to Gillie's son, man.
His family. A 28-year-old man and a 31-year-old man were also shot and transported to the hospital, where police said both were placed in stable condition. Police told NBC 10 one of the victims ran over to a nearby home and 10 spent shell casings were located at the scene.
For Philly music fans today, Y&G Cheese fans and fans of his father took to social media to show their respect, to show their support. Meanwhile, police, they're continuing to look for the shooter.
I mean, that was crazy because, like I said,
known as Y&G Cheese, the latest victim of Philadelphia's gun violence. The son of longtime Philly rapper and popular podcast host Gillie the Kid, dead at 25 after a triple shooting in Olney.
Bullets don't have a name. And
don't have a name.
It's sad to say, you know, rest in peace, like I say, Little Cheese, which is Gillie's son. And Gillie's been, you know, he's been known around, you know, the city for years upon years. And it just shows that nobody's safe out here.
Messages of mourning and support flooded social media after the news. Fans saying Y&G Cheese was a rapper in his own right, following in his father's footsteps. He leaves behind a young child. The rapper graduated from Tottenham High School in 2016. He was building a following in the Philly music scene. Some of the neighborhood even remember how he would perform on the street.
They come in here, they do videos with the girls. I mean, they have a lot of fun. I have fun watching them from my window.
Police say the shooting happened on Masker Street just before 8:30 last night. They say a masked man with a white jacket opened fire, shooting at least 10 times. Spady was shot once in the back. 2 other people were also shot, but they're stable at the hospital. As the investigation continues, neighbors and fans are asking for answers.
it was crazy that he was saying, like, you know, Gillie was trying to get his son out the streets. Like I said, you know, parents can, you know, steer their kids, you know, in the right way as much as they can. But like I said, it's up to, you know, the kid what they want to do, especially if you grown, bro. Like, what much can your parents tell you, you know, when you get to a certain age, like, especially when you out the house doing your own thing. Like I said, it's, you know, it's sad that it happened to him. Like I said, rest in peace to him, man. But it's the streets, bro. It's crazy.
A lot of questions still in this investigation. We know that so far police haven't made any arrests. I'm in the newsroom. Miguel Martinez-Valle, NBC 10 News.
All right,
Fast forward a year and a half later, a guy who was allegedly responsible was gunned down in the streets himself.
I heard they
a
did
young
him
man
dirty.
who's now at this point a senior in high school, scored the highest SAT in his class, also the star basketball player, 17-year-old Noah Scurry, a.k.a. OTV Joker. Less than 24 hours before he lost his life, he dropped a diss track. He could be seen rapping, wearing a Joker mask, toting firearms, and
Like, don't get me wrong. I know niggas that was hoopers, you know, it was outside, you know, thugging, you know, banging. But like it wasn't like it's I don't know, bro. You can't like say it's new because it's been going on. But I think the internet just influenced and makes it even more crazier. Because like I said, growing up, the internet wasn't a big thing. You know, we had Facebook and stuff like that. You know, motherfuckers had their Facebook beat, but it wasn't just boom, put this out here and make this song. Was talking about smoking your homies, you know, having firearms and you know in the video and stuff. Like it's just it's just crazy how it just glorified now. Like I said, I know, you know, niggas that was hooping, you know, that was like real life hoopers, and you know, they was still out, you know, thugging. But it's just
dead.
Outside on the 4 or 5 deep in the John. All these niggas keep telling when they ask about body. You so with the fits are a few little quad. Nigga think my man big wet gon' slime. Put my dick in his bitch, now this bitch gon' line. The first thing they say when they talk about slide.
that's why you can't trust these shorties
After
either.
Noah dropped his first drill song on January 13th,
That was his
shot
first
and
one?
killed in front of his home the very next day. This incident took place at 7:15 in the morning. He was rushed to a hospital but died a short time later. The people on the news who worked at the school was unaware of his activity outside the school grounds.
Yup.
And they was giving him
They don't know what you.
Down in an alleyway behind his home, Noah Scurry is being remembered for his performance both in the classroom and on the basketball court. Games have now been canceled for the rest of the week as the school community mourns his death. It is Tuesday afternoon. I'm Sarah Bloomquist.
And I'm Brian Taft. The big story on Action News tonight is the search for whoever killed Noah Scurry this morning. The 17-year-old shot and killed right in his Feltonville neighborhood.
Action News' Walter Perez live for us now outside Samuel Fells High School in Oxford Circle, where Scurry was a student. Walter.
That's right, Sarah and Brian. This one really a tragedy all the way around. A true
Like I said, this is my first time
athlete
doing, you know, a video on him. Like I said, I've been hearing it and seeing it, but I ain't never. This is my first time reacting to it, though.
And no suspects have been named. This is video of Noah Scurry doing what he loved, playing basketball for Fells High School. But district officials say he was much more than just a star athlete.
The student who was killed was exceptional. He scored remarkably high on his SATs. The star basketball player on the team here.
Investigators say it was right around 7:15 this morning as Noah was getting on his way to school when he was shot repeatedly outside of his house on the 1500 block of Roar Street. The beloved 17-year-old was quickly taken to the hospital and pronounced dead a short time later. School officials say all basketball-related activities, including games, are now canceled for the week, and grief counselors have been made available.
And like they said, bro, you don't like I said, parents don't be knowing what their kids doing. The school don't know what their kids be doing once they leave, you know, leave the house and leave the school grounds. You know, like I said, he hooping, you know, getting the best AT score. Meanwhile, he outside sliding, catching bodies, bro. Like I said, people don't like. You don't know what these kids be into when they leave the confines of, you know, the school and the house. Like, that's what I say. Like, people can, like I said, steer the kids in the right way, but like I said, it's up to the kid what they want to do. Like, you know, people gonna do what they want to do, you know, and it's easily influenced kids, bro. It's just sad. Like I said, rest in peace to him, though. But like I said,
to students,
you don't know what these kids be
Fells
doing,
High.
man.
We spoke with some of Scurry's classmates who say that Noah truly was one of the good guys.
When you saw him around,
Was he really?
He brought good energy to everybody.
He was really smart too. Whenever he entered a room, the room always lit. You know, it was always a smile on somebody's face when they were around them. It's so sad to think that he died.
Once again, Noah Scurry was only 17 years old. Anyone with further information,
and that was his first diss track he dropped. Then he died
Reporting
right
live
after
from
that.
Oxford Circle, Walter Perez, Channel 6.
But then a month later, the $1 million worth of game podcast host was on Club Shay Shay on Wednesday, proudly repping his Super Bowl winning Eagles. Things got dark. Shannon Sharp brought up Noah Scurry, the 17-year-old hooper who was gunned down in January despite being smart enough to have his school highest SAT scores. Check it out.
A 17-year-old basketball player, straight A student. Am I wrong, Gillie? It used to be like the athletes, they got protected. Right. Nobody touched him.
Somewhat.
Hey, he good now. He gonna be what we, you know, they're gonna be talking about the block. He from the block, he got out. They protected those guys. What happened?
That's facts.
That's who killed my son.
Ooh. Gillie, so he knew. I ain't gonna lie. Gillie prayed. I ain't gonna lie. Gillie knew who did it. Like, the streets talk, bro. Gillie know who did that to his son, bro. Like I said, it just, you can't act on it. I ain't saying what happened, but Gillie knew who did it. Like I said, the streets talk, bro. Like if people know if you in the streets, bro, people know who doing what, bro. Like Gillie knew. I ain't like you can't tell me he didn't know. You know, after the fact. Like it's been what 2 years now. He definitely knew who did that to his son. You just can't.
The 17
can't act on him.
Yeah. The 17-year-old basketball player that just got shot 17 times?
Yes.
That's who killed my son.
Really?
Dang.
Yes.
What was that about?
Well,
was
it wasn't for my son.
Oh, okay.
Your son happened to be there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Them blocks is beefing.
Yo.
They going through it. My son just so happened to pull up.
Yo.
I just read, I saw
5 minutes. They come to shoot the block up. My son's not from that block. He don't.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And that's how it be happening too.
What the?
That's how deep it is.
Bro, he has the potential to get out.
Right.
And he living that life?
No. But see, you don't understand. He got videos out where he got a Joker mask on.
Right.
Bunch of guns in his hand.
Gillie knew,
these
bro.
kids is influenced by all the wrong things.
Right.
To shit that don't matter.
It don't matter.
You know what I mean?
Right.
To shit that once upon a time when I was growing up in the ghetto, I was influenced by.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you experience things, when you go places, when a vacation to you is not going through a toll booth for 5 minutes, they come to shoot the. You gotta understand, if you from Philly right now, you go to Atlantic City and you call them and they say they out of town. Yo, I'm OT. I hit you, nigga. You 45 minutes away, nigga.
That's great. Oh,
what are you talking about?
Oh, me, bro.
That's how poor the city is.
Right.
Well,
Me,
you go to Atlantic City and tell.
On me, I wouldn't be seeing videos in Philly. Philly look like a damn Call of Duty Nuketown. Like the way it looks, bro. It look like Nuketown Call of Duty. But Shannon Sharp was speaking facts though. Like, bro, the athletes used to be protected. Like I said, I know niggas that was hooper, but they were still out, in the street, thugging. But like athletes used to be the protected ones. Like, hey, nah, look, bro, bro, you need to get out the streets, bro. You can do something better, bro. They used to be the protected ones. Like I said, yeah, they from the block. They the loved ones. You the trophy, bro. You gonna get us out the hood or something. You gonna bring bread back to the block. But like I said, now it ain't nothing protecting. Everybody the same age. Everybody doing like I said, outside doing hits and stuff. So ain't no protecting. Like I said, the kids are easily influenced. Like, it used to be some of a structure, like I said. Athletes used to be the protected ones in the neighborhood.
Yo, I'm OT. I call you when I get back.
Right.
You 39 minutes away in a car, nigga. What are you talking about? You OT. So you gotta understand.
Right.
That's what we grow up in. These kids don't know no better.
Right.
Nope. Don't know no better.
These kids actually think that you can't make it as a rapper unless you killed somebody.
On me, that is crazy to think.
Unless you did something out here in these streets.
Yep.
This is the mindset.
Yeah. Why is the rap, why is that glamorized? Why is going to jail or I pull that iron out, I put that
you gotta understand, if you
dick on something, why is that glamorized?
Because that's gonna get you the women.
I have no idea.
Because that's gonna get you the
I
women
told you
and the
when
money.
I was young, we glamorized the person that was getting money.
Yup.
The hustler.
Yup.
That's why rap names was like Gotti. Rap games. It was always somebody that was getting some money.
Yup. These niggas ain't getting money no
it
more.
Don't be about no money or nothing.
Nope.
They'll kill you about an Instagram
Oh,
post.
Instagram.
Right. You said you was gonna slide, you ain't slide yet.
Me, bro.
Right. Now I slid. Look,
Bro,
you serious?
Right.
So
facts, bro. That's
it don't make no sense. And it's no answer for it. It's just it's just flat out plain stupidity. The only reason why I know is because the police called me and told me once he was murdered.
Oh.
Once he got, because the kid had just got shot 17 times. He was
told
walking
they
with
did
his
him
mom.
dirty, bro.
Oh. And he got
dick on something. Why is that?
And then the police notified me and let me know that he was one of the kids that was pretty much about to get locked up for the murder. But he got.
So the police already knew that the old boy did it, the Joker did it. And they was getting ready, once he, got unalive, they called Gillie and told him. So my thing is with the police, I mean, I know they gotta get evidence, they just can't go to arrest you, but like if you know, like if you know who did it, you know, you why you just won't go get him? Like I said, I know you got to build the evidence, but like why get on the streets? But at the same time, the police usually just let that happen. You know, you get smoked, then they be like, all right, now the case closed. Now we don't need to, we got the killers been, unalive, so they don't, it's less easier on their job, less work on their job they got to do, to do all the prosecution and all that stuff. But like I said, it's great. Like I said, they did him dirty, bro.
Got murdered first. So, and then, when you do something in the streets know.
Yep.
So
streets know.
They all on Instagram and they talk, and then, apparently this kid name was the Joker. And, that's what he did. So, but he had to deal with God. That's how I look at it. Heard it.
That's crazy.
Revenge don't got no date on it. Try your best to live a cool life. It's a prime example. He did what he did. Then he making songs, living a double life. They ain't care, cause he got lined up on his way to school in front of his mom. It's an unfortunate situation. He ain't get to live his life. But the actions he did,
shit, he was living his life, bro.
It's not on us. He didn't get to live his life. Let me know how you guys feel about this one. We send 11 prayers to everyone affected by the story we just talked about. Fam, talk to me in the comments. This was the story of a Philadelphia legend coming out recently during her interview, letting the world know that the young man who was just gunned down in front of his mom on his way to school was the young man who played a part in killing his son. Talk to me. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like I said, man, rest in peace to the Gillie son, man. Rest in peace to Noah Scurry, man. You feel me? Like, I know it is sad, both families lost it, somebody, like I said, bro, people don't be knowing what their kids doing out in the streets, bro. They be living double lives. Like I said, dude was a hooper. Like I said, he had the best SAT score in the school. Meanwhile, he out there sliding, making diss songs. And, like I said, the police knew this already who did it. And then the fact that they waited to him, to get alive, to close the case is crazy. But like I said, Gillie got his, his closure. He ain't gonna bring his son back. But like I said, bro, like we gotta protect the athletes, bro. Like I said, it's we gotta do something, bro. We gotta keep them out the streets, bro. That's not what it is. Like I said, the streets ain't for nobody, even if you're an athlete, bro. But like I said, man, hit that like and subscribe button, man. Shout out to the Film TV for this video, man.